Roland Young was born on November 11, 1887, in London, England. His father was an architect. The plan was for Young to follow in his father's footsteps, but he instead pursued a life in the theater. After studying at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, Young made his professional stage debut in 1908 in Find the Women in London's West End. He soon made his way to New York City, where he acted with the Washington Square Players. Young made his Broadway debut in 1912 in Hindle Wakes, the first of more than 30 Broadway productions in which he would appear over the next 3 decades, including plays written by Chekhov, Ibsen, and O'Neill. During the First World War, Young served with the U.S. Army's 153rd Depot Brigade for several months before being honorably discharged in December 1918. Young amused himself and his fellow actors backstage by drawing humorous depictions of animals and writing whimsical poems about them. In 1930, he published a collection of these works called Not for Children. Young made his screen debut in 1922 in Sherlock Holmes. He was Dr. Watson to John Barrymore's Holmes, but he really found his stride in the sound era. He made his talkie debut in 1928 in Walls Tell Tales, a 2-reel comedy short. In the 1930s and 40s, Young appeared in nearly 60 movies, including 4 Best Picture Oscar nominees: 1932's 1 Hour with You, David Copperfield and Ruggles of Red Gap, both released in 1935, and 1940's The Philadelphia Story. Young received a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination for 1937's Topper, in which he played a stodgy banker haunted by the fun-loving ghosts of his recently deceased friends. He later reprised the role in a pair of sequels. Young worked often in radio. He starred in a 1945 series based on the Topper movies, was a regular on Bird's Eye Open House, and guested on other shows. He also did guest spots on a half-dozen television shows. Young, who owned an extensive collection of penguin figurines, had 2 wives: Marjorie Coomer, whose mother wrote several plays in which he appeared, from 1921 to 1940, and Patience Ducrose from 1948 until his death on June 5, 1953.